Do you desire financial security and the liberty that comes with it? Many individuals do. Why do you think there are so many get-rich-quick scheme offers? Sadly, the vast majority of people have lottery mindsets. Just wait for that magical fairy to appear and give them $1 million. Several individuals mistakenly believe that receiving a large sum of money will magically solve all of their troubles, but they are in for a major surprise. It will all be gone and you'll be back to square one in no time if you don't have the right mindset for investing. To progressively increase your money over time, you need a sound, reliable investment strategy. Great returns can be expected from long-term investing. That is why today, here on Usable Wisdom, I will be sharing with you how to invest as a beginner in 2022. So if you want to start acquiring the wealth of your dreams, it would be amazing if you subscribed and hit the notification bell. Besides, it's free and you can unsubscribe if you want, but otherwise you'll always be the first to know about new money-making tips as we share them. It's a win-win, so how about we get going? There are a huge variety of investments available. The next dazzling object can easily cause you to become sidetracked. You may have heard of Bitcoin, penny stocks, and stock selling. But you've discovered the key is not to become overwhelmed and distracted by the newest trends. It can be confusing when someone tells you that this is the best thing, the latest and greatest, and that if you don't invest, you could lose thousands. You need to accept the fact that you will never be an expert in every field. Additionally, if you keep changing your investing plan, you'll eventually have less money and make a costly error. While I have nothing against experimentation, you should be relatively consistent with your core investments over time. And be careful to only put a lot of money on something you fully understand. You must increase your available cash flow. The fact is that you need money to invest. And the more money you have, particularly in your 20s and 30s, the better. Now, a lot of individuals will advise you to save money. Avoid going out with your buddies. Don't consume that expensive coffee. Never purchase that gorgeous automobile. I don't quite concur. Saving is, of course, a major component of this. But you also need to have fun. Making yourself miserable simply to save a few additional dollars is really not worth it. The majority of your time and effort should go toward boosting your income. You can accomplish this by developing new, useful skills, working a side job, or creating a scalable business. You should spend most of your time looking for ways to either supplement or replace the income you currently receive from your 9-to-5 work. Business and investing are actually independent. It's true what they say, you earn more when you learn more. Additionally, it's crucial to invest as much as you can. Keep your lifestyle under check and be really aware of it. It doesn't follow that you should spend more simply because you have more money. If you were content earning, let's say $40,000 per year, and you were able to raise that to $100,000 per year, therefore you have an additional $60,000 that ought to be invested immediately after being placed in a high-interest savings account. There is, however, a little exception. Stage number 2. Eliminate all of your high-interest debt. You are being pulled down if you have credit card debt, student loans, or even a payday loan. By paying off these high-interest bills first, you really save more money than you could ever hope to make elsewhere. They're ruining your credit score, which makes it impossible for you to benefit from decent loans. The establishment of a freedom fund is the next step. This is for emergency savings that give your control back. 3 to 5 months worth of living costs make up this financial fund. In addition to many other scenarios like recessions, depressions, and even global epidemics, it safeguards you if you decide to leave your employment. Let's say you invested in your own business or learned a useful skill to boost your income. You've managed your spending, repaid all of your debt, and established the Freedom Fund. The moment to begin considering alternative possibilities is now and only now. Index funds are the option with the lowest risk, so let's start there. A collection of investments in which you can invest your money and acquire a portion of that total value is known as an index fund. This offers you tremendous diversification and guards against making bad investment selections. Therefore, many people will attempt to tell you that a mutual fund is better. An index fund and a mutual fund are quite similar. However, a mutual fund is managed by a very clever person whose job it is to choose the stocks the fund will own. A mutual fund's goal is to outperform the market and provide the investors with superior returns. The vast majority of the time, though, you'd be much better off investing in a straightforward index fund with lower risk and frequently higher return. This is because mutual funds charge high fees between 1 and 2% of your account balance yearly, and index funds charge extremely lower fees, with S&P 500 charging only 0.07% annually. Vanguard index funds make investments in the long term so simple. To further diversify your portfolio, you would also wish to add some international funds and bonds to the mix. I advise investing in more bonds as you get older. On the other hand, buying real estate can be challenging with a tight budget, but it's unquestionably something you should be setting money up for. Decide what kind of investor you are at this time. An investor in capital gains is the first category. This person prefers to make money by buying something at a discount and selling them at a higher price. Cash flow investors make up the second category. This particular investor will never purchase a home if the rent cannot pay the mortgage. Before we continue, it would be fantastic if you share with us in the comment section what you've learned so far. Done? Let's get going, shall we? Let's now discuss one of the riskiest choices: individual stocks. Many investors find individual stocks to be a very appealing option. This is due to the fact that a minimal investment enables you to enter the market and sell whenever you like. Unlike real estate, where finding a buyer and going through the entire selling procedure are required, you may access all of your money with a single button press. Make certain you comprehend the investment you are making. Do not invest if you are unfamiliar with it. There are two approaches to stock analysis. Quantitative analysis refers to the first approach. To gain a general idea of the firm's value, it is based on the quarterly earning reports of the company, which include factors like balance sheets, income, and cash flow. Qualitative analysis is the second approach. This is more about the intangible characteristics such as values, vision, and goals that define a strong company than it is about the actual figures. If you choose to invest in individual stocks, be sure to build a diverse portfolio. Don't focus only on one sector. Use certain resources, including technology, healthcare, and other resources. You don't want to expose yourself to significant losses. Ultimately, we reach the subject of private business investments. This enables you to combine the purchases of shares with your own business knowledge. Think about a much smaller version of Dragon's Den and Shark Tank. An investment company that doesn't rely on small-scale investors or the general public for funding is known as a private investment fund. Members of a private investment firm frequently have extensive expertise in the sector and other investments. Investments in hedge funds, oil and gas companies, real estate, limited partnerships, private investment partnerships, and others are included in this type of investment. Private investors put their own money or value into businesses with the intention of assisting those businesses in succeeding and reaping financial returns. The ability to negotiate better deals than someone who is only offering cash is just one example of how strengthening your connections and skills may be beneficial investments. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful in teaching you something new. And if you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe and click the notification bell for more content like this. Until the next one, bye!